what's up you guys, it's me your boy JD and welcome back to the channel. And for today's video, you already saw in the intro what we are going to be talking about, and it is my Zalora 5.5 find, and it is the Nike Precision 5. So before we begin, I'd like to invite you guys to please do subscribe to the channel if you guys like finding stuff like this, budget deals, Zalora finds 5566, all those kinds of things, budget deals, and of course budget sneaker performance reviews. You guys might want to hit the notification bell so that you guys can stay updated. So alright, let's talk about the traction. As you guys can see on the clip, it does have that very aggressive herringbone traction all throughout the sneaker. But as you guys can see on the medial side of the sneaker, you do have those nubs, those little things that if you look from it from afar, it does look like it's forming that herringbone traction pattern. Now, it also has that radial pattern underneath those nubs. So I'm guessing that this is gonna have really good traction power. So again, going to that traction setup, I think that this is gonna be a very good shoe when it comes to basically just traction. I think it's gonna be a really great sneaker. When it comes to the nubs, some sneaker reviewers tend to dislike the positioning of the nubs. Some prefer it to be on the lateral side, but me as a player, with the way I play, I do like it on the medial side because it is on the ball of my foot where I put most of the pressure in. So I'd like to be stable when I'm coming off catch and shoot kind of formation, or when I'm coming off a side step, all those kinds of movements. I do like the nubs, the reinforced traction stopping power, to be on the ball of my foot. Now, in terms of durability, I did, again, like what I said, I like to do this with the rubber compound when a new sneaker comes in. It does look like it's going to be durable. It does feel like it is going to be durable, but it is a little bit softer than the Nike Renew Elevate, and performance review is going to be out on that very soon. But just because it's not as durable or it's not as hard as the rubber compound that they used on the Nike Renew Elevate doesn't mean it's not going to be durable. So I think that this is going to be very durable. And for those who are asking, yes, it does have that squeaking sound, even though it doesn't really have anything to do with how good the traction of a shoe really is. So yeah, just here, play it. So yeah, there you have it for the traction. Now let's move up to the cushion setup. So for the cushion setup, you do have this resilient foam that Nike is posting on the website and pretty much on wherever place you can buy this particular sneaker. They do use this resilient foam, and it does feel very similar to that white foam that they used, the base foam that they used on the Nike Renew Elevate, the ones that they placed on top. Underneath the Renew foam, it does feel like that, and upon initial wear, as you guys can see on the clip, it does feel like it's going to have a lot of impact protection. It feels like it's going to be absorbent, and it does have a lot of responsiveness, especially on the forefoot, because it does have a lot of court feel, and that's something that I do like with my sneakers. So if you guys like a well-balanced cushion setup and a lot of court feel, you guys might want to check the Nike Precision 5 out. Now, moving up to the uppers material, this is where you guys would see why it is a budget model. It does have all the cheap materials, but looking from afar, and even if you look from it from that view, it does look like it's premium to the touch and everything, but it is very cheap, especially when it is on hand. So when you feel on hand, you'd feel how thin it is, you'd feel how cheap the materials are compared to the other sneakers that they do have. Like even the Nike Renew Elevate, it feels a little bit more premium than this one, but with how thin the materials are, this allows for a lot of forefoot flex and a lot of breathability as well, which is something that I do like. But in terms of durability, I don't think it's gonna last very long, especially if you play primarily outdoors. Kapag naapakan na to, or like you scrape this off the cemented court, kung sa labas kayo naglalaro, pag na-scrape nyo siya off the cement, I feel like it's gonna have a lot of wear, especially in time. But that doesn't mean it's not gonna be durable. I just feel like it's a sneaker that's not gonna last you for about 2 years or so. So if you are that kind of person who only buys sneakers just for playing, I don't think it's gonna last you very long. But for its price point, it's not that bad. Again, basically for the whole materials, it's just textile upper, but at the same time, you do have that patent leather for the heel design, although it's not really an external heel counter, so it doesn't really do much. And speaking of heel counters, let's talk about the fit support and the lockdown. So for the fit, I finally gave in. I finally got myself a size 9. And in terms for the fit, because I do wear that huge ankle brace on my left foot, it feels great, especially width-wise. With how wide it is, it feels very great. The size 9 does feel great for me. Even on my right foot, even though I don't wear an ankle brace on that foot, it does feel okay. It doesn't doesn't feel too loose. It doesn't even feel too tight as well. I do have a lot of breathing room or a lot of allowance, but the allowance doesn't compromise how tight or how supportive the shoe is. So it's something that I'm pretty much happy with in terms of my cup. I'm happy that I went with size 9. But if you guys don't wear the ankle brace, my suggestion is just go through to size, because if I went through to size with this, even if I went size 8 or size 8.5, it would be a very good fit. It's going to be a snug fit. It feels very well. It does fit like the mom bridge, and it also fits like the Kyrie fly trap. So yeah. Moving up to the support, you do have a lot of supportive features on the sneaker. So let's start with the internal heel counter. So it's pretty much going to do its job. At the same time, you also have this wide outrigger, as you guys can see on the clip. It's very, very similar to how a Kobe's shoe would be designed. It's something that I do like. And at the same time, you do have that reinforced mesh on both the lateral and on the medial side, that which helps with lateral containment and probably medial containment. You also have that fin right here on the lateral, so that it also helps with lateral containment. So in terms of containment, let's talk about the lockdown. So even though they use cheap laces, once you yank on this, you won't feel loose on the shoe, especially that I went with a size 9. So it does feel great, especially the fit. I don't regret. So in terms of lockdown, I think you're pretty much good to go. Going back a little bit on the support, again, you do have that good rounded heel area, which is good for heel to toe transitions. You also have this traction pattern a little bit on the medial side, as you guys can see, going up here. So when you guys do all those crossover moves, so when you drag your foot to the medial side, you're pretty much covered. You have that stopping power that will allow you to go back to your proper position so that you don't roll your ankles badly. So yeah. Now let's talk about my favorite portion when it comes to our sneaker initial impressions and reviews. My favorite part is the aesthetics, and yes, I did cop this colorway because if you guys saw the ones that are available on the Nike website or available on Zalora, it's so basic. Like the breads in the black and white, it's so basic. Then they released this. It was something that I was waiting for, and then it had a discount, and on top of that there was another discount. I was pretty much happy with this cop, and I like it because of, speaking of just this colorway, it does look like a basic running sneaker or a tennis shoe. It doesn't even look like a basketball sneaker. So I like that because I'll be able to rock this off the courts and probably use this for running as well. But what I do like is something that I realized when I first got the sneaker on hand, and when I looked at it, it does look like a Kobe Bryant budget sneaker. It does have a lot of elements that's very similar to the Mamba Rage, which is something that I do like. And at the same time, I saw some people who were commenting on other performance reviewers who already did a review on this sneaker. They were saying that this is what the Kyrie Low 3 should have looked like, and I do kind of agree that they should have used this design for the Kyrie Low 3, because overall the design is really nice. If you guys just look at it on hand, it doesn't look bad. It looks very, very premium. It actually looks like it's a signature model, especially if they use the right tech and probably up the quality of the materials. It's gonna look like a signature shoe. So anyways guys, that pretty much takes care of it for the Nike Precision 5. If you guys are interested in copying a pair, I'll be leaving a link down in the description box for both the Zalora website and Nike website. There are a lot of colorways to choose from, and it is quite affordable. So can't wait to try these out and actually do performance runs on this particular sneaker. Again guys, if you guys like this video, please give us a thumbs up. Please do subscribe and click the notification bell so that you guys can stay updated for these kinds of uploads. Anyways guys, this was your boy JD, and I'll see you guys on the next episode.